Hello and welcome back to my walkthrough to Crash Bandicoot here on the Crash Bandicoot Sane Trilogy for the PlayStation 4. In the last episode, we struggled through the lab. We finally managed to complete the level, but we did not get the gem. But we did thankfully manage to complete the gem on probably the hardest level in the game, being Slippery Climb. So now, all we have to do now is get the gem on the lab and also get the gem on the small level known as Lights Out. So Lights Out requires us to get the gem from the lab, I'm pretty sure, and the lab just requires us to be pretty much perfect. We've got pretty close several times. We know we can definitely do it. It just requires a bit of wrangling. So there we go. We get through. That is the Torna bonus. Open up. Lovely. Ah, balls. Okay, so there is something I do want to try out. We're not having much luck with this bonus, it must be said. So I'm just thinking, if I die enough times after we actually complete this bonus and unlock the checkpoint, I think I mentioned this in the last episode. That if I was to say die lots of times after this particular checkpoint here, so if I was to like fall down this hole lots of times until we got an Aku, let's say. Nope. Would I then be able to get that Aku from failing the bonus, is the question that I have to ask. Because the other option is to bring in an Aku, but then you've got to try and keep the Aku through the bonus, which, as I just shown there, is not the easiest thing in the world. Still, getting some good timing in here. And we actually managed to, if I could fire, imagine if you could fire this guy through to actually destroy the, So what we've actually done there is we've actually kicked the guy through to hit the TNTs around this one, and then even further to break this, unless this box breaks when you break those TNTs. Yes. Okay, so now, all we've got to do is get through the blobby bit, which I hate, because I hate the blobs. Ah! Was not paying attention. Was not paying attention. Forgot that one's particularly fast. You've got to be fast on it. The whole idea is that, it's so fast that you immediately have to go into the next area, which has the blob type enemy, and the blob type enemy just sort of throws you off guard and takes you out. Okay, so quick initial progress. You see a blob. Dodge a blob. I don't know why those blobs are just entirely, like, they cause me so much trouble. Okay, so Tauna bonus. Nope. I honestly don't know what the difference is between, like, I am trying to do the finest sort of tiny little taps on the right, you know, to go right as possible. Nope. It certainly doesn't seem that just dying in the bonus will actually get us an Aki. That certainly doesn't seem to be the case. So there we go, lovely. Beautiful. Okay. I mean, that's just really annoying because what it does is it just breaks up the flow of the rest of the level. So, you know, you feel like you're getting somewhere, but then you've got to do that over and over and over again. I don't like that. I feel like he's going to electrocute me. Whew. Okay. Nice. Run through the guy with the potions. Use him to blow up the thing in the distance. Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. This again. So they don't spawn, so that's how you do that. Okay. So all we have are these two sections, which I'm sure I can do. Just got to get this timing right. That was it. Beautiful. Okay. And now we just have this last bit. There we go. Oh boy. Finally, we complete the lab, and that gives us our 5th colored gem. So now, in order to max out colored gems, all we have is one more level to do. Oh, thank goodness. Ooh. And then after this, what we can do is we can then take on Cortex. After this, we can take on Cortex. But before that, lights out. I need to not die on this level, which is actually going to be interesting. It shouldn't be too bad. Should not be too bad, but we'll see how we go. Booga booga! What's nice is that there is that spare Aku towards the end, like the one that's just sort of floating around in midair. I think that Aku is indicating to me that I don't need to backtrack, and that what that's saying is that essentially once I get to that point, hopefully once I get to the point of the gem path, I should say, that will actually be the end of it all. Okay, lovely. They're quite long jumps into the distance, I have to say. Come on, crash. Jump into the blackness. I mean, how many boxes are there? You go 8 out of 15. Make that 10 out of 15. I think we only got 12 the last time we did the level. So if that means that there are 3 down the bonus path, does that mean if we get to 12 that... What's that? That's 12. So now I think all we need to do is just get to the bonus path, because I'm pretty sure that down the bonus path there is another exit. Am I correct in thinking so? As we take this lovely little spiral path. I am! Wonderful. There we go. Purple gem. Whew. Lights out is done. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. Our 16th gem. We only have another 10 to go, I believe. Another 10 gems to go. So, what's left on this first island? On this first island we have Fumbling in the Dark, which is directly above us, which I might give a go. I think we've got enough time. And then we've also got, I think, just Cortex power. And that's everything on this last island done in terms of relics. So, sorry, everything in terms of done except in terms of everything but relics. So let's give Fumbling in the Dark a go. Cortex power is going to be interesting because obviously we can use checkpoints now, but we still have to do backtracking. How many boxes are there? 18. So Fumbling in the Dark is just essentially lights out, but on steroids. You're making lots and lots of ridiculous jumps. You get a lot more of the sort of... You can use, you tend to use the sort of the sidelines a hell of a lot more just because you need to. There's a lot more of those axes sort of coming just through the middle of the level. Lovely. You need to be constantly just always thinking ahead and always thinking what the game's going to throw at you next. Because if you get left behind, then obviously, you know, your Aku runs out, or you get hit and you lose your Aku, and then what is one to do? So you're left to fumble through the dark. Oh, and you jump on spiders as well. I forgot about that. There's a whole section in this level where you actually have to jump over the use the spiders to get across gaps. I have never seen a spider on the ground like that before. Yeah, well. Thankfully, it is a checkpoint level, which means that it's nowhere near as scary as Lights Out in some ways was. Even if Lights Out is by way, way, way easier. Go. So we now know that there's a spider that's going to... What? I span him. Do we have to dodge that spider? Can we not kill the spider? We can kill his friends, so why can't we kill that spider? Ah, I should have gone for it. Yep, definitely should have gone for it. Okay. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. Oh, that's mean. So how fast do we need to go? Very. So I'm assuming we need to jump on the first one and then wait for the second one to slide around? In a level where waiting around is the one thing you really don't want to be thinking about doing. Yeah, okay, so if we just keep going there. Keep going, always run for it. Lovely. And then what we can do is we can wait here for that spider to kill itself, it seems. Yeah, that's what we did. Okay, cool. Thank you. Boing. Why is there a checkpoint without any Aku? What, do we have to do this next section completely dark? Anyone? Oh. There was a floating one that we missed because, or we collected too soon. Oh, so it is following that path. Okay, so it's not fully hold that direction, otherwise you do actually overshoot. Good to know, good to know. Hmm. 10 out of 18. Does that mean maybe there are boxes behind me at the start? I mean, seems like the sort of level that would do that. 18. Wow. I mean, we missed 8 boxes. Surprised by that, but there we go. We have to give it another go. Yeah, so definitely keep Aku by your side at all times. I would agree with that. Yes, it is! Ah, I should have remembered this. This is an infamous little room. And, you know, Crash games have done this all the time. Like, there's a level in Crash 3 where I completely forgot. I had, like, absolutely no idea where the last few boxes were. Behind you at the start, my friend. Behind you at the start. There we go. 8 out of 18. Now we just need to do this level as well as we were doing last time, but slightly better. Jump. Make it. Nice. Oh, we've done more difficult things in this game than this level. It's not that bad. The lack of checkpoints is a little worrying, but then again the level is very short, so it'd almost be insulting to have loads of checkpoints. Yeah, no, just had starting from a standing start, that jump was never ever going to work. Lovely. Then we wait for this spider to kill itself, seeing as I have seemingly no clue as to how to actually defeat it. Nice. Doesn't matter. We have another one there. Checkpoint. Beautiful. But again, we seem to have hit the spare Accu there. Maybe we need to wait at the checkpoint for the new Accu. Which seems a bit silly, but also seems like the only way to actually do it at the moment. You've really got to judge that because you cannot see for hell where on earth your shadow is. Ah, there's another platform. There's another platform. Should have known there was another platform there. Lovely. Good. Good. There we go. Fumbling in the dark. Done. Lovely. I like that a lot. Okay, so that's 17 gems. We'll now head over to Cortex Power because I think this isn't going to be a particularly... Don't think we've spent that long a time on our attempt. I think it only was like the third attempt at the lab. I think I did it. So done the lab, lights out, fumbling in the dark, and now if we can do Cortex Power, we'll be in an excellent position. Cortex Power is another level with a box bridge, and God, I hate that box bridge so much. That being said, the box bridge is not the worst thing about this level, and it's a hell of a lot better made by the fact that obviously now now that we have checkpoints and stuff, the checkpoints work in terms of being able to get gems with checkpoints is freaking awesome. I think there are just 42, I'm going to say there's just 42 boxes in the level, and not necessarily... Do we want to hit that? Did we want to go this way? Okay, kablamo, nice. I feel like I should probably head back because obviously we've got that other path. This is not an ideal angle for going back through a level, but not too bad. There we go. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that opens. Otherwise that would have been an entirely pointless journey. Ah yes, we have the blue gem path that way. So I'm assuming we should take right now, because we can get invincibility. And then drown immediately. Come on. I don't like where that checkpoint is. I think need to work out what the optimal path is through this. It's annoying, obviously, because I had three Akirakus, and now I've lost some of them. We can obviously take out that dude, and it's not too bad. I feel like we should do everything forwards, and then on the way backwards we should take one of the take that checkpoint. So that would be my personal opinion of the decision we should take. That was not too difficult going back that route, so I don't mind going backwards that route. Man. Wow, okay, fair enough. I didn't think I jumped that poorly, but evidently I did. Like, overall this level isn't too bad. The backtracking is, you know, obviously frustrating, but certainly not too bad. Okay, so if we head up this way, lovely. That was lucky. So that takes us to 13. Okay, so if we now go this way, and the trick is just to keep memorizing what we're seeing in each of these levels. Ow. So there's a checkpoint there. The life there. The life there. Do we want to go back and try and grab our checkpoint from before? I'd probably suggest so. I think it's a terrible idea to try and go backwards through the whole level. So, given what we know, we should be able to make pretty fast progress back to here. And then, so for every subsequent checkpoint now, what we do is we, we head backwards, essentially, down this path, as far as I've just done there, and now we go down this way. Okay, cool. So we've currently got... Ah, you're freaking kidding me. That was just me being really, really stupid. Die. I mean, we're going to get another Aku, I think, pretty soon, but to lose an Aku there was idiotic. So I think that's the path that leads to that other checkpoint, actually. I think it is. There we go. Nice. I have absolutely no qualms about just jumping on that TNT and letting all of them blow up. Lovely. Ouch. Okay, it's all good. So what do we have here? We're going from 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 39. We're missing 3 boxes. And they're all down the other path. No! That's okay. I mean, we start from here. And I think what we were doing is we were doing this wrong. So we can actually make a correction here. Which is, once we go down this route, is there any boxes down this route? That's another good question. Because if there aren't, then we don't need to do it. Obviously. I can't. So that's, no, there are no boxes, no boxes, no boxes. Yeah, absolutely no boxes down that route. Okay, cool. So that's really good to know. Because what that tells us is that we can hit this checkpoint now. And we just hit 2 more boxes, I think. Yes, I'm almost certain we just did. Okay, so that platform... no, it does return. I think it's going to be easier to do this route backwards than to do the other route forwards. If that makes sense. Sorry, I think it's going to be easier to do that route backwards than that route forwards and then backwards. No! Ah, that's a poor jump, poor jump. So we need to go this way. Jeez, they moved a lot faster than I thought they would. And if I can keep this Aku, we'll be absolutely fine. If I can keep this Aku, we'll be absolutely fine. Again, no problem doing that. Lovely. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So you can see what we're actually meant to do is we're going to jump all the way over onto the blue platform. Like that. Beautiful. Okay. So now, what we need to do is we need to go backwards down this route. Wait, we already brought those boxes? 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 36. I think we've only got 40 here, don't we? Because I have a feeling... Yeah, that's exactly where we were. So, do we know where the last boxes are? Because that means we don't need to backtrack, do we? Oh, there's 2 here. Okay, so... That's 30, and then we have 8 here, and then we have 4 in here. Right. I don't remember breaking those 2. Maybe we actually we hit a thing there. There we go, lovely. Boom. Could have obviously got some more lives there, doesn't matter. We nail Cortex power, eventually. And now, I think it's time we paid Dr. Neo-Cortex a little visit. And hopefully we can nail Cortex first time or so. Because as soon as we do that, then everything in this, then we've done everything on this island. So there you go, that's the Great Hall done. It's such a silly level. I love it. I love the ridiculous of it. It's like, we've just faced off in like the lab, one of the hardest levels, and the Great Hall is just like, there's your exit right in front of you. But obviously there are other reasons that we need to use the Great Hall for, and as it says in the hint there, we need to get all the, once we get all of the clear gems, we'll actually be able to use that. But now, Dr. Neo Cortex. So the boss battle here essentially is good fun.
Darn you, Crash Bandicoot!
So the green ones you can shoot back at him essentially. If, you know, you don't die from them. There we go. Wow. Okay, so they just vaporize you. Darn.
You, Crash Bandicoot!
So they take a little longer than I am used to, I think. So you can see he starts essentially sending either... Man, we missed. These blue ones essentially will travel, you know, either... Yeah. I keep thinking, they take a little longer than I'm expecting to actually arrive. Do, 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright, so he doesn't fire those green ones at me anymore, which is annoying. Come on! I was in the right place that time.
Darn you, Crash Bandicoot!
I like how we're just fighting on top of the blimp. It's great. Yeah, so we need to get to here and then we need to get to the other side. So the purple ones are sort of fired at me, which is good to know. Come on! You did exactly the same thing again. You gotta land and then spin.
Darn you, Crash Bandicoot!
There's like just enough delay. There we go. Boom, there we go, lovely. Ah, rats. Okay, so they're starting to do the zigzags. We'll give it one more go. I think we're probably a little low on time, so in that case, I think it may well be just a 4-stage battle, essentially, and then the last stage may well just be him sort of charging up one final bolt to sort of fire at you. And then you use that to sort of take him out. Lovely. Okay, So we get one there, you get one there, you get one on the other side, and then a purple one, and then a green one. And then you fire a purple one, a blue one, which starts zigzagging, and a second blue one that starts zigzagging. A blue one that starts, a blue one along the floor. Awesome. And then this one to the middle. Okay. New stage. Let's see. Ah, man. No! Why? Ah, I didn't think that hit me. Okay, well, actually, we got an Aku now, so I reckon we can do it, definitely. Just let's not get hit in any of these earlier stages. Ah, we missed it. Boom. Okay, there's one. Boom. Yes, really good. Okay, so we have purple, blue, blue, purple, green, and we dodge it. And then purple, and then blue, which waves, and then blue, which waves, and then blue, which waves, and then two greens. There's one. And then purple, and then blue along the floor. Oh no. So blue on the floor, blue on the floor. Second green, lovely. Purple, blue, that waves. Which I much prefer to run under. Yes, there we go. Okay, he's down to last two. So now he fires 5 in a row. And there we go, that one. How does this work? There we go, yes, I was right. The final one is just a final green bolt. So there we go, we defeat Cortex, wonderful. Ah, thank God. Cortex incapacitated. We get the final trophy for getting all of the bosses. Obviously there are still bosses to do. Cortex is gonna fly down. Crash and Torna get to celebrate as they look off into the sunset atop the end Cortex blimp, and that is going to be it. So I think I'm going to need to stop here because I reckon this is quite a long episode. So anyway, we're just going to skip before the end of the credits here. So I hope you have enjoyed this this episode. Obviously there is still more to come from this series. We still have a fair few more, 8 or so I think. 8 or so more gems to get, and hopefully we'll be able to zip through that in the next couple of episodes. But until the next time, I hope you have enjoyed this series. I hope you will continue, you'll enjoy watching it, and then soon we'll be on to Crash 2, which is going to be amazing. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on the next episode.